surprise, surprise, Harry Kane was in the goals again for Bayern last night. Now, Zach and Henry have all the details and some of the other headlines from last night's Champions League action.
Yes, Bayern Munich have placed themselves into the knockout stages of the Champions League. And as always, as we seem to have at the moment, it was the Harry Kane show. He grabbed all the headlines as he scored another 2 more goals in a Bayern Munich shirt. This was his first, and actually had to wait until around the 80th minute until Harry Kane headed home a fantastic strike. He then also managed to put one in the back of the net a little bit later. Now, he had in this game 3 shots, 2 goals, and also hit the post as well. I mean, his time in Germany has just been a huge success so far, Henry. And who's surprised?
It's such a validating moment. We've all been saying how good he is. For England, obviously, record scorer. To be going over to Bayern Munich, to be playing in a sort of probably one of the best domestic teams he's ever been involved in, and to be dominating. It's unbelievable right now. So big shout out to Harry Kane for that. Let's move on to the next game, over to Arsenal's group, where we've touched on Arsenal already, but let's look at PSV versus Lens. And actually, big win for PSV in this one against a Lens side, which I thought really took it to them. Obviously, Lens beat Arsenal, and so a victory here could have really helped cement them in the next round of the Champions League. But yeah, Luke de Jong, what a guy he is. 33 years old, 11 goals this season. His goal record for PSV is insane, has a cult hero status at Barcelona, where he got 6 goals in a sort of unlikely move there. But yes, got a goal here, and they held on despite a lot of pressure from Lens, who hit the post towards the end of the game too. So yeah, that's really blown the sort of bottom end of that group wide open, Zach. Let's head on to our next match, though. Napoli versus Union Berlin. Union finally getting some reward for their hard graft this season in the Champions League. Yeah, they've had quite a tough time so far. As you can see here, they were 1-0 down to Napoli, but managed to catch them on the break. A shot that was put home on the rebound, scored by Datro Fofana, who's currently on loan from Chelsea. We saw him feature for Chelsea last year in the latter part of the season. And you're right, they've had a lot of late defeats, a lot of frustration in the Champions League so far, but they will be happy to take a point, definitely, in their group here. Now, Union created 15 chances in this game, and Napoli managed to have 27 shots. Yeah, nuts. So a very, considering it was 1-1, a lot of chances for both sides. Now, they also hit the post as well near the end of the game, but I think overall, with how things have gone, they'll be quite happy to have taken a point for their group stages. However, for Napoli, a win would have confirmed their places in the knockout stages. They'll now have to wait. They'll face Real Madrid, knowing that a point will put them through to the knockout stages. But talking about Real Madrid, they had a game against Braga, didn't they, Henners? Yeah, absolutely. No Jude Bellingham. He was on the bench for this game, but no worries. Brahim Diaz came into the side for this one. Unlucky to have a goal ruled out first, but yeah, then got on the score sheet later on. But this is the lovely pick of the goals, I'd say, from that game. Vinicius, who was on the score sheet too, to Rodrigo, flicked over. I mean, that's just a beautiful goal by Real Madrid, who have confirmed their place in the knockout rounds of the Champions League. Ancelotti, very happy. But yeah, Braga, I think they'll know if they need a result for Napoli against, they'll need Real Madrid to beat Napoli, and then it could set up a big clash between Braga and Napoli in that final game there. Shout out to Andre Lunin in goal for Real Madrid, who made some huge saves in this game, it must be said. Let's move on to the final group with Salzburg, Inter, Sociedad and Benfica. Inter Milan got the win. Lautaro Martinez, late penalty at Salzburg. They're through, as are Real Sociedad, Zach, who have beat a frankly miserable Benfica team in the Champions League this season. Yes, now they were 3-0 up, Real Sociedad, in this game. Benfica obviously lost 3-1. They got smashed at home. Michael Moreno, Mikel Oyarzabal and Barrenechea all scoring. Boreas Mendes also missed a penalty. This was all before half an hour. I know. It was an incredible first half an hour, that's for sure. Rafa Silva, as he normally does, managed to get one back for Benfica in this game. But I mean, Sociedad are loving life in Europe. They are just 2 teams with 0 points after 4 games this season. Benfica and Royal Antwerp as well. Now, they got out of the group featuring PSG and Juventus last season and reached the quarterfinals, but they've kind of fallen apart a little bit this season. They aren't even doing that bad in the domestic league either. They're second behind Sporting, this being Benfica, with just 1 defeat. So clearly, it's not gone so well in Europe, and they've had a lot of players taken from them. It's kind of expected. They have, but in this group, you're expecting Benfica to do a lot better than be the only team, as I said, on 0 points with Royal Antwerp so far. But anyway, Hayley, that's our Champions League roundup.
Yeah, brilliant. Thank you very much indeed.